In all the history, I'm ready for the task. Analyzing every grapple, every dive outside the ring. The pageantry, the drama, the emotion that it brings. Whether brawling in the crowd or a masterpiece of art, I'm talking about the wrestling that captured all my heart. More than just Hispanics, it's a culture, it's a way, and we're keeping it alive with every video we play. With every video we play, from the heart of Mexico to the grandest global states, we're celebrating warriors and honoring the greats. So leave a comment down below and tell me who's the best, because when it comes to lucha, we put it to the test. So let's talk lucha, from the top rope to the mat, where the technicals fly high and the rudos answer back. Yeah, let's talk lucha, every story, every feud, from the legends of the Hurricane, the passion and the pain. Welcome to the channel, where lucha runs the game. So hit the bell, subscribe, and join the lucha crew. I'm Eric's signing off, but I'll be back for you. Keep your mask laced tight, keep your eyes upon the ring. Let's talk lucha. Step into the arena, hit the lights and press record. From the grandest of the stages to the independent board, I'm American, I'm here to down every single bout. If you love the squared circle, well, that's what I'm about. We're looking at the mass, the history, the pride. So pull up to the channel, grab a seat, enjoy the ride. So let's talk lucha, from the top rope to the mat, where the technicals fly high and the rudos answer back. Yeah, let's talk lucha, every story, every feud, from the legends of the Hurricane, the passion and the pain. Welcome to the channel, where lucha runs the game. We're diving deep into the lore, the sacred silver mask, unpacking all the history. I'm ready for the task. Analyzing every grapple, every dive outside the ring. The pageantry, the drama, the emotion that it brings.
There, I think, let me know if you can hear me now. I don't know, I'm still learning how to use OBS, but it's telling me here that you can hear me now. So yeah, I hope you're doing well. Today it's gonna be, yeah, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Also let me know if at any point there's anything wrong with the stream. This is the first time I'm using the stream, not the stream, OBS for the stream. So welcome guys, I hope you like the song at the beginning. I really like that song. I asked Gemini to create a song based on my channel. So I told it like, hey, I make videos and I do this and I do that. And I shared some links to the videos. and so I just told the AI create a song because I wanted a song for the beginning of the. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Jacob. Danram 45, USVS the Buff, Paola, and Aurelio. Welcome, guys. Thank you for being here again. Another week. We're gonna have fun today. I think today is really interesting because, like I told you, guys, last week, this is the first week that we actually are gonna be surprised. We're gonna see surprises because we don't know what's gonna happen. There are no spoilers. There's so far we don't know what's gonna happen aside from the announced matches, which are Penta versus El Hijo del Vikingo for the Intercontinental Championship, and then also Octagon Jr versus El Original Grande Americano, which was announced I think just yesterday, and also the Flammer celebration for the longest reign as Reina de Reinas. And of course, there are some rumors about a new luchadora coming to AAA. We don't know if it's gonna happen, but it's very likely that a new luchadora is gonna debut today, probably during Lady Flammer's segment. So we're gonna look out for that. Aside from that, I don't know if you guys have any questions, if you want to talk about something before we start the show, before the show starts. And remember, as always, I don't know if you've been with us before, but at the end of the show, we're going to talk also about what we saw, how it was. Hopefully, it's a great show as they have been in the past few weeks. So yeah, remember, this is live, and for the first time in this newer era of AAA, the show actually started at local time. Or Mexico time is 7 p.m. So it started already more than a half an hour ago, and I'm pretty sure they're recording segments and matches, and then the live stream, like the live show, starts in 23 minutes. So it's gonna be different for the first time. Let's see how that goes for them. So yeah, I think for the crowd it's gonna be better because before I was telling you a few weeks ago as well that it's weird for the people live because they see all the most exciting matches and segments in the first hour, and then everything goes down in a way. Not the quality of the matches or anything, but the higher stakes have already been addressed in the first hour. So I guess that's weird because most shows are not like that. Movies are not like that. Not movie theaters. In the theater is not like that. Boxing matches and regular Lucha Libre shows are not like that. So it's weird, but I guess this is their way of addressing that issue. Aurelio says, I would like her to debut. I'm not going to say who it is because we want it to be a surprise if you don't know. So if you want to be free of spoilers, I'm not going to be saying who will appear or who could appear. And if you can, in the comments, if you can refrain from saying that, because we're going to watch it as if we didn't know anything about Lucha Libre. We just know what we see in the shows without all the gossip and all the news in social media. But yes, Aurelio says, I would like her to debut, but I don't want to set expectations in case that doesn't happen. But to be honest, I don't know much about her. Yeah, I know she was previously in NXT. I think doing a video about her will be a good idea in case she returns tonight. Yeah, I mean, I've thought about it. I thought about it today, actually, if I should make a video, if it happens. But I've been focusing more on luchadores with more history. And like I told you guys, I want to make videos that are evergreen, so you can watch them in a year or 3 years down the line. And making these videos that are just for the moment, I don't think I'm gonna focus on that right now. But probably in a few years, maybe. For example, Pagano, he still has history going on right now, right? He's still active, but there's a lot of history about him that people wanted to understand and know. I don't think it's the case with her. But yeah, I'll see. Maybe I could do like a short, like a reel. That could be what I do for that type of scenarios. Yeah, like Jacob says, being taped trains the crowd for sure. it's always best to do it live, except with tape you can make edits, and we've seen that. They add segments later on that were not played live, like the Chelsea Green segment in Rey de Reyes, and then they add the sound of the crowd, right? Which is weird. Yes, Juan, they already started. It's been 40 minutes now. We're there, right? And of course, if you go on the Lucha Libre pages and Facebook groups, you're gonna see everything that happens. But that's why I want to encourage you not to do it. Luckily, most of them are in Spanish. So if you don't know Spanish, you're not gonna know what they're posting and stuff. Do you think it's more likely to see a mask versus mask match between El Grande Americano versus OG Americano, or El Fiscal versus Abismo Negro? Which is more likely? Maybe they do both. I don't know. Or maybe they do a name versus name for the Americanos, and then mask versus mask for Fiscal and Abismo. I was really hoping to see a name versus name, or winner takes the name match between the Americanos at WrestleMania. I said it in the Americanos videos I have, which would be I thought it was a great opportunity to have the second Grande Americano lose, and then he coins the name El Grande Mexicano. Like, he comes back and he's like, so I'm sorry, mi gente, I'm really sad, I disappointed you because Alpha Academy, or I forgot their names again, the name of the stable with those guys, they interfere and I lost. I'm sorry, I disappointed you. And he would say, but now my name is going to be El Grande Mexicano. How amazing, right? And then you would have the Triple Mania match being a mask versus mask. To me, that was like the perfect road. But it seems like we're not going to see them at WrestleMania. But who knows, maybe. Jacob says, hopefully you don't have to do Alberto del Rio video soon. No, I don't think. If I do a video, like I said, I'm not going to focus in my videos about all the personal stuff, because I think that's the thing. I want to focus on the professional aspect of luchadores, right? And of course, I mention things that are important to understand their careers, like, for example, with Pagano or with Volador, but I don't want to go too deep and then just make it about the personal life. So I've been thinking about doing a video on that family, Mil Máscaras, Psicodélico, Dos Caras, and then mention their children. But I wouldn't be making a video where I explore his career. I would mention him, of course, and say like he's the most decorated Mexican in WWE, which is a fact, but not go too deep into that, because there are things that are still developing, right? We will have to give it some time to look back on them with a different perspective, maybe. But yeah, that's the way I would do it. Yeah, Pirata Morgan can do all of that. Like, he's going crazy with all the gossip in Lucha Libre. Remy Butler says the Pagano episode was really good. Thank you. I really enjoyed it. To me, it was really nice because he's from the same state as me. So yeah, it was really cool to mention the places. I haven't been to those places, but like the gymnasium, Josué Neri Santos, but I often see the cards for events there, and it's really nice to be able to talk about those. And even I slipped a couple of images of an event that happened in my city, where Pagano is with a cane. That was in my city. Juan says, regardless of what it is, I wouldn't be surprised if Flammer's celebration segment is interrupted by someone. Yeah, I think that's the idea. And probably they already had a plan B in case, or maybe they had a plan A, and then this was the plan B for the new luchadora, if it happens. Welcome, everyone. I'm seeing there's like 24 people. Thank you for being here. If you can leave your like, if you're liking it, of course, only. If you don't like it, you don't have to leave your like, but it helps us reach more people to the algorithm. Maybe more people who don't speak Spanish will discover the channel, which will be really cool. Hello, Sports Pro 2.049. Hello. Also loved your Pagano video. Didn't know he was trained by Baby Sharon. Yes, I didn't know that either. Makes sense though, since the Exoticos are the toughest, in my opinion, so that helps with Pagano. Yes, and they are very prolific. Oh, I cannot pronounce the word, but they are they are very well received, prolific in Ciudad Juárez. For example, Pimpinela Escarlata as well. He's not from Juárez, but he grew in his career mostly in Ciudad Juárez. He tells a story of living there for a long time and being trained there. So yeah, there's something there. She really needs some challengers relatively soon, though. I would like to see Lady Shani again. Yeah, Lady Shani should appear. I mean, she's gonna be in the video game, and we haven't seen her much. I would like to see Lady Maravilla turn, or not. I've already mentioned this. A triple threat between the Toxicas. So they just have to wrestle each other for that night or a few nights, but they still are Las Toxicas. I think they are the best opponents they can have to showcase their abilities. So I think that should be that should happen, but in a way that doesn't disintegrate the Las Toxicas, because they are the most famous luchadoras at the moment here in Mexico for sure. So yeah, just a thought. American Made, yeah, American Made, by the way. Yeah, thank you. I'm terrible with names, guys. You're gonna see that I'm terrible with names. I remember their faces, what they look like, what they've done, but I'm terrible with names. I think they didn't want to do the match at WrestleMania. Hold on. Because in my opinion, they realized that it means so much more in Mexico, where in the main roster, it doesn't really resonate that much. Yeah, I think they saw it. Probably Undertaker told them like, hey, it's not going to be the same there. But I think it would be I don't know. There were people commenting that they didn't have a showcase match for AAA at WrestleMania, which I think should happen, at least one match of AAA luchadores, and we're not gonna have it apparently. Probably El Hijo del Vikingo. I think something is gonna happen in the Penta and Hijo del Vikingo match where El Hijo del Vikingo will appear in WrestleMania, not Triple Mania. I don't know why, and it seemed very weird to me that Rey Mysterio appeared or was added to that match. Maybe he could interfere in tonight's match, and then Hijo del Vikingo injures him again or something, and he takes his place. I don't know. It seemed weird. Like Rey Mysterio seems out of place in that match. El Grande, I mean, yeah, Raimi Butler says El Grande cannot lose a WrestleMania. Undertaker would be mad as hell. I think he would be okay with it if it helped with the story. I mean, if he's gonna come back and be finally El Grande Mexicano, I think he will be fine with that. I don't know why American Made wasn't paired with Gable's Americano. Yeah, it seems like, I mean, maybe they're leaving that for after WrestleMania. I don't know. But it seemed obvious in having Los Americanos versus American Made with El Grande Americano Original. Who knows? Is Juárez one of the best lucha towns? Yes, it is. Alongside Tijuana, Ciudad de Mexico, of course, and Guadalajara. It's a cedar of luchadores. That's what they call it in Spanish. Un semillero, a cedar of luchadores. So yeah, a lot of you're gonna see, or you can hear a lot of luchadores talk about good experiences in Ciudad Juárez, and they come often. Like they bring amazing cards to Ciudad Juárez. Well, they take them there. It's not where I live, but I wish I lived in Juárez just for that. I mean, not for anything else, but because of the events of Lucha Libre they have. It's a huge sport there in Ciudad Juárez. Yeah, in Juárez, and most of the times there are Lucha Libre shows in my city. They always bring Juárez talent, and they are the best ones. Hold on, chat. Watch Pagano vs Psycho at Triple Mania today. Loved it. Yeah, it was really cool match. A video about El Hijo del Santo. Yeah, for sure. I think you've been confused on why people don't like him. I don't think I would cover that in a video, like I said. Maybe in a short, but in a video, full video, no, because I want to leave the video for forever, for many years to come. And maybe that changes. I think that's something that could change how people perceive him. But yeah, I would make a video on El Santo and then mention El Hijo del Santo, and maybe in the future make a video about El Hijo del Santo. That's my plan, because he has a long career, And him and his father are too different to compare. Like the reason why El Santo, Blue Demon, Mil Máscaras, all of those luchadores were famous in their times is mostly because of the movies, and that's something I want to dive deep into, like explaining that back then there weren't that many Lucha Libre events. People didn't get to see them often, even on TV. So that's why it's different today, and it's almost impossible today to have something similar to what they had, because people now, like, you can watch your favorite luchador many times on YouTube, and so when they go to your city, you already know there's that spot they're gonna do, and it's like, okay, I've seen that many times. And back then it wasn't like that. They would see El Santo once a week or every 2 weeks or once a month wrestling. They would see the movies every week, but wrestling not that often. So when he went to your city, it was like I hadn't seen him do that, and that's the same thing he would do in every match. But it's completely different. That's something I have to figure out how to present it in a video, but I think it's really interesting. Yeah, welcome to all Spanish and non-Spanish speakers, of course. Juarez has a lot of trouble with drug gangs. Well, regular, like all of Mexico. I think the newspapers make it sound like it's worse than everywhere else, but I think it's... if you go there, you're not gonna see stuff like every corner or everywhere. Like, you could go, and if you didn't know it was Juarez, you would think it was just another town from Mexico. Yeah, Lolo Fodolo 98. I'm sorry if I butcher your names, guys, but he says, I went to a show Lucha Juarez at the Gimnasio Josué Neri Santos. Easily 10,000. I don't know if 10,000 people fit there, but like when it's full, it looks amazing. Some didn't even have seats. They oversold it. Yeah, I've heard stories of promoters turning off the AC, so people would get hot and they would sell more beers or sodas and just make more money, more profit. Like, they don't care, honestly. Some of them, of course, not all of them. Rodríguez Santos, no voy a transmitir la pelea, yo solamente la vamos a ver juntos y voy a estar comentando y explicando cosas, pero yo no lo puedo transmitir, obviamente, me lo bajaría a YouTube. I think, hold on. I think Vikingo will take Rey Mysterio out for ladder match spot as well. Yeah, something will happen, I think. Maybe not, but it seems odd. Who are some famous luchadores from Juarez? It's not so much that they are from Juarez. Well, I think El Cavernario Galindo, for example, like the one from the song El Santo El Cavernario, Blue Demon y El Bulldog. El Cavernario, I think, was from Juarez. Or at least from Chihuahua, the state. But it's more like they develop and they train and they grow there, like they become stars there. A good example would be Conan, the Conan you know. He's not from Juarez, but he got there. He was trained there, well, mainly in Tijuana as well. But in Juarez, he was more recognized, and that's where he became a star. Of course, like that was a step just in his way to become a huge star, but Juarez was key for him. And he has said that for many luchadores, Juarez is key in their career to just go to stardom. Where is the statue of El Santo located? Probably in the city he was born, and I don't remember if he's in Aguascalientes or where, but yeah, I think somewhere there in the center of the country. Yeah, Cassandra as well. Which other? But Cassandra is probably one of the most famous one who is from Juarez and El Paso. But like I said, Eddie Guerrero was from El Paso, Texas, but he would go to Juarez to train and to wrestle as well. So yeah, but like I said, it's not only that they are from there, but it's a place where stars are born a lot of the times or get discovered. History of Cibernetico, for example, that's a video I have been thinking of, because I think he's at a point in his career where a video would be well deserved. He's in the last years of his run, so makes sense. I've seen all the El Santo matches. Yeah, all the guys back then were tough because the ring was tough. the ropes were tough. Everything was tough back then. Like they had to. The business was not as developed. But yeah, so there are stories of, for example, El Solitario. Like their backs would be destroyed because the canvases were super hard. Some of them were made of cement, like rock, hard rock canvases and rings, and they would do all their spots and their bumps. And so their backs, some of them were destroyed, their knees, and that's why back then, like they had to be tougher, and that's why most of them like ended up in pretty bad shape. WWE should make a homage to those B movies in the style of El Santo contra las Mujeres Vampiro. Yeah, like those would be great spots. I mean, not full movies, right? But like shorts. And I mean by that, like 20 minutes. That would be amazing if they could go to those cities and just, or not go to the cities, but recreate them. They don't need a lot of budget. It would be really cool. And they would be, I'm sure they would go viral. So Noising, yeah, they were crazy, the promoters back then. They should make movies with the AAA stars. Yeah, I mean, as a homage, not seriously, because seriously people would be like, oh, that's not good enough, that's not good quality. But just as a homage and even kind of parody, but in a good spirit, it would be really cool. Hola, hola desde Los Angeles, California, Pumpkin Queen says, you are our family's favorite YouTuber. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. I'm always glad to hear that. Not because of me, because I guess you like it because of what you learn from the videos, right? And that's the focus of the videos are always the luchadores and their stories. Like I've said many times, I want you to be able to see them as these superheroes that I saw them as when I was a kid, as Pagano would say. He would explain. I listened to some podcasts with Pagano for the video, and he would say that like he thought, and I felt the same. He said like I felt like luchadores were from another planet. They were not from here. Like they were different. And when I discovered you could become a luchador, to me was like couldn't believe it. That was his experience. But yeah, I want to share that. So thank you for that. Little Lucha Legend, yeah, I follow you on Instagram. So yeah, thank you for following us. Yeah, no spoilers. If you know and have heard of who could come out, I mean, it's speculation, of course, but it's better if we don't mention it, because people who don't know her will go out and look her up on YouTube. We're about to start, guys. It's like a little less than 2 minutes. As always, I'm gonna give you cues during the event, so we can be on sync. Is it on sync or in sync? It's tough. I have to review my English and the prepositions specifically because I have a lot of confusion often with that. Let me know, guys, before we start, if you think it would be better if I leave the music in the background, or if I stop it so you can hear the transmission, like the event, and then as me on top without the music. I think that would be the best, but let me know what you think. State of Hidalgo, yeah, that Enrique Becerril told us. Recently I heard where he was from. I was listening to a podcast with Axel, his grandson, and he said where he was from, El Santo, and I forgot. Santos Monument is located in the state of Hidalgo. I haven't watched the Lucha Mexico documentary, or maybe I have, but I don't recognize it by that title. But yeah, I will look it up. Thank you. Boxing rings, yeah, they used boxing rings back then. Where's Lucha Libre AAA? Hold on. Have you ever seen the AAA animated film? Yes, I saw it when it came out when I was a kid. I don't remember the story or anything, but yeah, I did watch it. El Elegido, he's still wrestling. He's still out there. It seems like it's starting, guys. The feed from the show. I'm gonna stop the music. I think that's gonna be better. So it's an then. Now. Thank you for being here, guys. Appreciate it. Forever. Triple H just said forever. Together. I'll keep reading the comments in a little bit. From Ciudad de Mexico tonight, we're gonna be watching from we're gonna be watching the matches, and they're wrestling in Ciudad de Mexico, Gimnasio Juan de la Barrera, which is the current house of AAA. The Toxicas just appear on screen. Let's see what happens with her segment. El Original Grande Americano. That black mask doesn't look that cool. And the one that they are showing in the graphic, like the one in the graphic reminds me of Mothman. I don't know why. I call it the Mothman mask. Yeah, Abismo Negro animated in that movie looks amazing. It's really fun, I thought. I think it was... but I saw it as a kid, so I don't know if I watch it again. Maybe we could do a watch-along as well one day. Thank you, Justin Maddox. Appreciate it. I appreciate those comments. Let us see. So the celebration is going to be the first segment. That's interesting. Let's see what happens. As always, I'm going to try to... translate the segments, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, let's celebrate this reign and honor the only woman who has made history in AAA. 974 days ago, she became the Reina de Reinas champion, and she has defeated all those dirty luchadoras who have stand in her way. That was La Hiedra. Lady Maravilla now says Ciudad de Mexico, Mexico City. Stand on your feet, of course, right? For your own good, to receive the best, the GOAT, she's the GOAT, she said. The longest reigning champion, Lady Flammer. Lady Flammer's song, it's really cool. I don't know what you think. Lady Flammer just appeared. Reina de Reinas champion, Flammer. Apparently they took the lady away and she's now Flammer. I don't know if that's new or I hadn't noticed it. Clap for her, they're saying. This is my chiquita. My love, we're celebrating with you. And you know that Las Tóxicas love you. And yeah, we really love you. That's why we prepared something very special for you. We hope you like this video. Oh, let's see what video. I am the Reina de Reinas champion with the longest reign in its history. It's time Flammer is recognized as the best, as the greatest champion, or the best champion. Is that... Oh, Marta Villalobos, that's a legend in female wrestling in Mexico. Let's see who else. Oh, JBL. He appeared in Triple A's roster in the WWE page. Virginia Ramirez, well... I don't know. She's a sports commentator. Willie Gonzalez, I don't know who that is. El Burro Van Rankin, he's a celebrity in Mexico, but he's friends with El Hijo del Santo, that's all I know. El Diablito, he's a comedian. He appears in movies and stuff. Ernesto Chavana, come on. He's a TV host from Monterrey, but... Oh, Conan Big, wow. Conan Big is canon in AAA and WWE, wow. He's a wrestler from Monterrey. He's been criticized by everyone because he used to wrestle celebrities 15, 20 years ago. That's a TV host, another TV host, not really related to wrestling. I don't know why these guys are appearing, honestly. Rafael Ayala, he was a commentator for SmackDown when it was aired in Mexico like 15 years ago as well. That's another legend, a female wrestler, Rosy Moreno. She's Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr.'s mother. And of course, El Galeno, that's her mother as well. She's part of the Moreno's dynasty. Great wrestlers. I mean, some amazing people there, like wrestlers, but other TV hosts, I don't understand why. Wow. Simply wow. I would like to tell you that it humbles me to see everything you did for me, but honestly, Earth doesn't belong, like doesn't deserve me, and you don't deserve me. None of you deserve me. Calm down, calm down. I want to thank to the people who took a minute of their time to send me a video congratulating me, but I don't know any of those guys. I knew some of them, but not all of them. Friend, they do know me, and that's what matters. I want to thank to those bad luchadoras that I have beaten during these 974 days. Clap for them, said La Hiedra. Also, I want to thank to the foreigners that AAA had to bring from SmackDown, from Raw, like Bailey probably, like Natalia, Natty, or more recently, in Rey de Reyes, Bailey. Great match. They are nacos. And the last thing, but most important, I want to thank to the women, to the Mexican women that I have humiliated, stepped on, and defeated. Women like Lady Shani, women like Chica Tormenta, women like Fabi Apache. People love Fabi Apache. Thank you, girls. Thank you. I proved that's why I am the champion, where I am, and I am who I am. I am the best now. Shut up, dogs. That's what they're saying. But where does that leave me? It leaves me here, standing as the best luchadora in the history of Lucha Libre, of Mexican Lucha Libre. I defeated them all. There's no one left. No one left. I am. You cannot. Now I'm untouchable. And listen carefully. This reign, yes, this reign will never, never end. Will there be a surprise? Yes, of course, there's a surprise. Let's see if it's gonna happen. Oh, a full video, wow. They planned for this. Let's see who appears. We saw some red hairs, I think. Yeah. Wow. It seems like it is. Is it? Is it her? It looks like it's her. La Catalina, yeah. So they were right. La Catalina has arrived to AAA. Wow. A week ago she was in CMLL. Now she's in AAA. If you didn't know, La Catalina was one of the top luchadoras in CMLL. Very good friends with Stephanie Baker, and she's also from Chile, where Stephanie Baker is from. And people were already talking about that. It seems like people didn't receive her as well as you would expect. Some are cheering, some are booing. And Catalina had already been in WWE, in NXT, and she appeared with Sin Cara. Maybe you can remember the second Sin Cara. She appeared with the second Sin Cara as a masked luchadora for a couple of times, I think. La Catalina is here. I hope they don't give her the title. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, so that's a good surprise, I think. La Catalina has arrived in AAA. Ay, ay, ay. People are chanting Catalina. I mean, they are in Mexico City where she wrestled most weeks, so. Flammer. Congratulations, Flammer. Let's clap for her, yes. Ubu. I mean, she's a good ruda. Flammer, I'm talking about Flammer. Flammer. The longest reigning Reina de Reinas. The best luchadora in Mexico. The prettiest one. Congratulations. Today is your grand day. The day of the Reina de Reinas, Flammer. I'm here because today is a special day. I do know you, and I know all of you. Congratulations, and I hope you enjoy your party, your fiesta. Oh, she has something more to say. But you have never faced La Catalina. Oh, she used the female dog word. Oh, she's attacking them. I mean, honestly, it's cool she has a right, but I think Flammer is a much better luchadora than her. We saw it last week as well. No, on the cake? She's going to throw her on the cake? Ah, come on. Oh, no. That was a great mask she was wearing. Oh, dang. Against her pictures. She can see. This is not what Flammer expected for sure. Wow, people are chanting her name. That's really good for her. Oh! Wow. So it did happen. She's coming for the title. I hope she doesn't get the title, Leona. Wow. We'll talk more about Catalina in the commercial break. Wow. Yeah, it is a great way to start the show, I think. Catalina is now in AAA, and she comes for the Reina de Reinas Championship. Okay, so commercial break. We'll see. Hello, Greyman. Welcome. Yeah, the women's division does need more people and more luchadoras that are popular right now. Not just luchadoras that have been popular and are good luchadoras. They need luchadoras who, you know, people recognize and they talk about. And Catalina for sure is one of them. Thanks, Undertaker. My cake. Yeah, that's just like Justin said. If there's a cake, someone's face is going in for sure. Yeah, so like I said, Catalina has already been in WWE. She was in NXT. I don't remember her name, but she also wrestled in Raw or SmackDown or Superstars or one of those shows. The main roster, basically, as a masked luchadora. And yeah, so she didn't do well back then, but she has been begging, and I'm not exaggerating, she has been begging Triple H to hire her again. Like I saw some tweets from like a year ago, 2 years ago. She was already in CMLL. She was a top luchadora in CMLL, and she was doing the pedigree in the Arena Mexico, and then tagging Triple H and saying, hey, here's a little homage for you. When are you taking me back? And stuff like that. Really bad, like really, really bad. But hey, I think for sure Stephanie Baker talked well about her. She has developed a lot from the time she was in WWE. It's been many years now, so hopefully there's a redemption story there. It's good she's coming first to AAA. And eventually, people were saying that she could even appear in WrestleMania, helping Stephanie Baker taking out Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. That could happen, but it would make sense in the story. So, yeah, who knows? I feel like Catalina felt undervalued in CMLL, yes, since it's obvious that they are seeing Persephone as the centerpiece instead of her. Yeah, and I don't know why in CMLL it seems like they can only have one top luchadora, and that's it. It happened before with Stephanie Baker, and she was the top luchadora, and then the rest of the luchadoras were just helping her look the best, but that's it. Like, and it doesn't happen the same with men, so I guess they don't know how to manage many women. They know how to make a good woman, like a luchadora, a star, and keep her a star, but not with the rest of the roster, female roster. Who's making the jump to AAA from CMLL next? The luchador that really wants to be showcased in this matter, and that's what they were saying, that they're doing this with her in the hopes that luchadores from CMLL see it and be like, okay, I mean, if that's how they're gonna treat me, I'm gonna do it. But of course, there would have to be luchadores that are liked, that are popular already, that people talk about, like Soberano Jr., Volador Jr. I mean, Místico, probably not gonna happen. But that type of luchadores, even Último Guerrero, although he's already a senior, not a senior, but he's a veteran. So I don't know if I'm seeing a replay of what happened. I'm gonna refresh the page because I was seeing Flammer again. No, yeah, that's a replay. So yeah, we'll see. Octagon Jr. is coming out. He's gonna face El Original Grande Americano. La magia del dragón. The dragon's magic, probably that's what the commentators in Spanish call him, or say about him. The magic of the dragon, probably a reference to his previous luchador name, Golden Magic. But yes, he just said this mask does belong to me. If you don't understand that reference, you have to go watch my Octagon video. But he just said it. Yeah, Jacob, you're totally correct. He needs a new render. That smile, that doesn't scream like, wow, he's an amazing wrestler. It screams he's a really good person. But I don't think that's what he needs. And he's an amazing wrestler, so a new render is definitely in need. Boo! And here is El Chaparro Americano. The shorty. El original. Oh, he's wearing the Mothman mask on his ear. That's cool. Oh, wow. Wow. He took that mask, or I don't know what it was, from the fan's hand. I don't think he intended to do that. And the people are chanting Ulero, which is like a-hole. Short coffee, tall coffee. Let's see. Probably this match is gonna be quick, not too long. Who knows? I'm hoping we see el original. No, not the original. I'm hoping we see El Grande Mexicano. But we'll see. The crab move. That's the crab. People are really into the event, even though it's the second hour for them. So that's good, I think. El Suavecito is the referee for this match. What is he saying? Octagon. Octagon. Okay, let's see. It should be fast-paced if Octagon is in this match. Oh, nice. Oh, yes. Classical Lucha Libre. One thing I'm gonna say is that El Original plays a classic Rudo. Like the Rudos from my childhood, he plays it perfectly. I don't know, probably I'm guessing he would watch matches from that time and see Rudos like Abismo Negro, Cibernético, all those guys, La Legión Extranjera, which he's another version of La Legión Extranjera, if we think about it. Okay. Oh, wow. And the people are flipping off El Grande Americano. In Spanish, of course. He's gonna fly. Va a volar. Octagon is gonna fly. Tope suicida. Very clean. Another one. Let's see. He jumps. Kick. Backflip. Wow. Oh. Wow. He slipped. People really don't like him. I cannot imagine if we get the Triple Mania match between the Americanos. I cannot imagine how people are gonna be in that match, like how excited and into the match they're gonna be because of the stakes. If it's a mask versus mask, it's gonna be really cool. They go back to the ring. Chop. Well, since they are in AAA, Pierrotazo, but it didn't look like a classic Pierrotazo. Maciosario. If you see the letters in the background, Maciosario, that's part of... Oh, he's gonna take the mask. That's part of the Mexican anthem, but it's different words. It's más si osare. If someone dared, basically, that's what it is. But when you sing it, it seems like just one word. And people say that más si osare is the name of a foreign enemy. So probably they're going to start calling El Grande Americano más si osare because he's a foreign enemy, right? It's really funny. That part of the anthem says, but if a foreign enemy dared to come to the country, something like that, right? But it's that part. But if a foreign enemy dared, Macios, but people put into one word and just make it like the name of the enemy, Maciosare, as if that was the name of the foreign enemy. That's why they put it like that. Like you can see it there. What happened there? Oh, boots to the chest. The OG Americano. What happened there? Octagon botched that move. Oh. He's going to the ropes. Backflip. Oh, what is he gonna do? Oh, dang. Oh, amazing. Ankle lock. Oh, he wants the mask? No, not the mask. He's gonna get disqualified. In Mexico, you get disqualified if you take the mask. Come on. No. Hey, they changed the rules. I don't like that. Yeah. Commentators are saying, why didn't he get disqualified? That's a disqualification. Yeah, he should be disqualified in Mexico. This is not WWE, guys. That's wrong. That's not right. They can change rules to a point, but you cannot let that happen. Yeah, commentators are saying it. No, that's not. Yeah, commentators in Spanish are saying the referee didn't not do anything and he took the mask in front of him. That's wrong. Like, the referee was wrong. That's not acceptable. Yeah. They shouldn't change that rule. Someone should tell Undertaker that. That's an immediate disqualification. Yeah. Some celebrities in the audience. Lizzie, she's a singer. If you didn't know, guys, she is the girlfriend, like not Lizzie, the commentator is the girlfriend of El Grande Mexicano. The girl on the left. Ojitos de huevo. She's a comedian. He has some specials in Netflix. The Mexican Stevie Wonder, he said. He's funny. Oh, he said, I'm having a good time, but I don't like the shorty. He's not Mexican. Oh, he's not Mexican. What happened? Come on, no. No, he's blind, guys. Like, he's literally blind. No, ankle lock, no. Where is El Grande Mexicano when you need him? Come on, like, he's evil. He's super evil. He's blind. Oh, the girlfriend of El Grande Mexicano defending him. She had to do it. I mean, what is he gonna do? He's a coward if he touches her. Who's gonna defend us now? Who's gonna defend her now? Come on. El Grande Mexicano. Yes, he's coming. Yes, yes. Our hero is here. Yes. Yes! He wasn't going to disappoint us. Probably he was in the restroom or something. But he came. Oh, damn! Wow! That headbutt looked painful. Yes! Again! Another headbutt. Oh! On the table. Yes. How dare you? Are you crazy? First you take the mask of Octagon and then you beat up a blind guy and then you wanted to beat up a woman? Like, he's crazy. Oh! Foul! Foul! No. He's terrible, guys. There's no redemption for him. Oh! Oh! He was taking photos with babies, yes. Finally, security. I mean, I think they should have done something when he was beating up a blind guy who was a celebrity in the audience, but at least they're doing something now. Come on! Come on, Grande Mexicano. Oh, yes, take his mask. Take his mask. He looks like crazy. El Grande Mexicano looked like a crazy person, just moving his hands and feet. Yes, go after him. Go after him. Oh, another headbutt. That mask is beautiful, like Grande Mexicano's mask. Mexicano is flipping around over and over again. Ah, that was amazing. The match was good, but the segment was great. They are outperforming themselves with the storyline, every event. Jacob says, I don't think anyone has been this hated since Maximilian was Emperor of Mexico. Probably. Who's gonna defend us? Me, yeah. Exactly, Juan, you understood the reference. This is the best fake fight ever, yeah. Yeah, he's been dating this girl. I don't want to say this girl, this lady, for a few months now, like since last year. But yeah, one thing I want to say, I didn't like the fact that they didn't disqualify Americano for taking Octagon's mask. That's classical Lucha Libre. You cannot take that rule away. I understand that when it is in Raw or SmackDown, NXT, whatever, but in AAA, that's not the way to go. Gracias, Taker, yes. Niña Burguesa got fired for attacking a fan. You're completely right. So who knows what's going to happen with Americano. Yeah, I mean, we should... I'm pretty sure the commentators and even Rey Mysterio, if it wasn't... maybe it was on purpose because they wanted him to win. But it makes no sense that it would be a disqualification in other matches. So... I would hope that the commentators and even Rey Mysterio and other luchadores, Penta, who is there, would tell Undertaker, like, hey, that's not cool. No, that seems overstepping in their changing of rules. El Grande Mexicano is a hero for sure. First, Pimpinela, like, this is clear. He saved Pimpinela and now he saved... Well, he didn't save Pimpinela, but he defended Pimpinela, and now he defended a blind guy. Like classical Superman stuff. Hogan Americano, papia. Americano is gonna... I mean, that would be a cool storyline, right? If suddenly he came back and he was like, you know what? I did go to prison and I met someone who you might recognize, and then Del Rio's music starts playing. Any ideas who's on AAA's creative team? Well, Undertaker, Savio Vega, I think that's his name. the Godfather. Borash, I don't remember his name, but is it Jim Borash or something Borash? You guys know more about that than me. But I think I know of those three guys. I think also Conan was helping, as well as Dorian Roldan, with the translating the things and saying like, hey, this is not gonna do well with people and explaining stuff. This would be an instance where I would hope someone like Dorian or Conan would say like, hey, no, that's not gonna fly. And we're back, guys. Chavo Herrera also, I think. If you're going to WrestleMania, if someone here is going to WrestleMania, you can have some time with AAA luchadores there. Yeah. Big Chat Farley, you add correct. Undertaker should follow my channel and learn lucha history. No joke, I've thought about that. Not about Undertaker, but I've thought of future WWE wrestlers who might come to AAA and face some luchador, and maybe they look them up, and then one of my videos pops up, and they're like, okay, I understood. That would be awesome. Probably they wouldn't say anything, but it would be cool. And so El Hijo del Vikingo comes out. Jeremy Borash, that's his name. I don't think Kaiser could. Again, he took the same as Americano. Like he made the same move, took someone's mask or whatever. And this is gonna be the main event for tonight. Yeah. So I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah. So if Kaiser left WWE, he for sure wouldn't be able to use the gimmick, because it belongs to WWE. But he could come up with another one. But if he's not in AAA or CMLL, he wouldn't be as successful, I think. I didn't know they were wrestling at WWE World. That's cool. Let's see if there are any surprises in this match. A huge surprise would be if El Hijo del Vikingo wins, but it wouldn't be impossible because people in the US already recognize him. So I think people in the US would be like, yeah, makes sense. He's faced Kenny Omega and all these great superstars, so it would make sense. Cero miedo. But no pyro here in Mexico, no pyro for Penta. I didn't know it was the same fan that Vikingo took the mask from. Yeah, Kenny Omega and Vikingo had the Mega Championship on a chokehold. Yeah, too long. It was too long. But it was their way of justifying having these great matches, like for AAA. But yeah, it was tiring, honestly. My dream is to meet Penta and Phoenix. That's what that sign says. That's why he hurt him. Cero miedo. Penta should be careful because, like, he wrestled against El Grande Mexicano on Monday, right? And then he was saying some stuff on Instagram. That's okay, but if he did that live, people would support El Grande Mexicano for sure. For sure. Because I am Penta, el Cero Miedo. The presentation by Jesus Zúñiga. He's a legendary commentator in AAA. As you know, he's not commenting anymore, but him and El Rudo and El Doctor Alfonso Morales, and there's another guy, I don't remember his name, but they were the commentators in the 2000s. Really good commentators. They were having fun all the time. For the first time in Mexican territory, this match is for the Intercontinental Championship of WWE. Presenting first, the challenger, accompanied by Dorian Roldan, representing the Eye, El Ojo. From Puebla, he is El Hijo del Vikingo. And presenting the current champion, the Smooth Operator. The Pride of Mexico. Sounds familiar. The Pride from Ecatepec. The Pride of Ecatepec. Penta, El Cero Miedo. They are in AAA. They could use the full name Pentagon Jr. now. Or even Pentagon, but I guess Penta is more recognized now. Let's see how this match goes. Yes, it's the first time they are defending it in the canon history, right? Because in house shows they defend all the championships for sure, but in a canon show, yes, the first time. The North? What do you mean, like El Norte? Do you mean, Raimi, do you mean El Poder del Norte? The power of the North? Because if you mean them, they're not a faction. They're not in AAA anymore. So, people cheering for Penta, booing Hijo del Vikingo, HDLUV. The referee is Canadian. I didn't know that. Well, Cero Miedo is where people are chanting. Some chain wrestling to start. Oh, oof. Well, sort of chain wrestling. Oh. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna do the Smooth Operator thing? No. Kick to the belly. Yeah, Panda. That's what people said in Mexico as well. Like WWE is spoiling the result of this match, but we could have a surprise. So hopefully there is a surprise. Maybe Undertaker acknowledges that, and we have a surprise tonight. Wow, tijeras. Classic Vikingo tijeras. It seems like El Vikingo has been putting on weight, but not in a bad way. Like he wants to look heavier, especially if he's going to WWE. Oh, wow. Oh, dang. Wow, that looked really cool. And Penta goes crazy. Oh, Vikingo's gonna fly. Yeah, Vikingo's gonna fly. Oh! Patadas voladoras. Flying kicks. That move in the replay looked really smooth. Like he was in the perfect spot. Like he was at the exact height he needed to be. So Penta just did that. You can see them speaking to each other. Ooh. Oh, dang. It seems like Penta is truly hurt. Penta is actually hurt. The classic Octagon move. That's what luchadores would do to Octagon in the 90s and 2000s. But Penta is signaling his knee, and it seemed like he signaled it, like he told Vikingo about it. So that's worrying. But I don't know if maybe it's part of the story. We'll see. Yeah, they do the tie-up to give him a few minutes to recover. Yeah. Let's see if it's real or if it's like part of the storytelling of the match, because to me it seemed like part of it. It seemed kayfabe, but when he told Vikingo about it, then that's weird. That's not common. Oh well, if he's doing that, probably it's kayfabe. Ah, dang, that's disgusting. Biting the put, disgusting. La de a caballo, the classic El Santo move. The horse hold, I don't know if there's a translation for that. La de a caballo just means the one of the horse. We still have like 15 minutes to go, so the match should be long. Let's see what else happens. Oh. El Santo, that's the way El Santo finished his matches. I don't know if he invented it, I'm not sure, but that was his classic move. His finisher, and El Hijo del Santos as well. Oh, Penta looks fine. Maybe he just needed a few minutes to recover. You can see in the background El Fantasma, the dad of Santos Escobar, the original Fantasma. He lost his armor. He's weaker now. Oh, Penta's finisher? No. Penta driver? No. Honestly, El Hijo del Vikingo can't look more like a regular person right now. Like, he looks like a regular person with that physique. But like I said, not in a bad way. Of course, he wants to be heavier if he's going to be wrestling heavier people as well. Fantasma is the... he should be faster, yeah. Fantasma is the... what's the title in English? He's in charge of the Lucha Libre Commission in Mexico City. So he goes there like to check everything is right. Saturday, May 30, La Noche de los Grandes, the night of the Grandes. I don't know why that name. I don't know if it's related to the Grande Americanos, hopefully. But we're going to be watching live here as well. Penta. I just think if Penta really wanted to make those pierrotazos louder, he should take the glove off like he usually does, because he definitely can. Oh! Another kick. Another kicks to the belly. Yeah, commentators are saying that this match can change the WrestleMania match. What we know about that match. I mean, it makes perfect sense to put El Hijo del Vikingo into that match. A lot more sense than Rey Mysterio. Maybe something could happen on Monday. We should look out for Raw, because El Hijo del Vikingo could appear there and just beat up Rey Mysterio and get inserted in that match. People really don't like El Vikingo. Oh! A few months ago, that's the spot where El Grande Americano said, tell him to be careful with my neck. And it seemed like El Vikingo understood, like, go for my neck. Oh! Oof. Yes. Yeah, Fantasma should tell them about the disqualification rule for the masks. Yeah, Jacob, some people have said or thought it was related to the World Cup, but I think it was more because of the match we saw last week in Monterrey. People saw those matches and thought, okay, the World Cup is coming, but who knows? I don't know if it's really it's gonna happen, or if it's just because they needed to have some matches in that event. Oh, Spanish Fly. Yeah, Gray Man 222, you're right. That was the reason. It's not because he turned heel. It's because people didn't like that WWE imposed him as the champion and took out Alberto Del Rio. Obviously a WWE move. And as you know, wrestling fans don't like when companies try to tell them who to cheer for. And so they turned on Vikingo, and that's why they hate him now. But it's now people just like to hate on him. And he has embraced it and is doing a good job as a Rudo. It's also because people were complaining before that. People were complaining that his promos in Spanish were terrible. Like, he speaks as if he was narrating a commercial. And people were like, no, that's terrible. Let's see what they do here. Oof. He's gonna do a Poison Rana. Yes, Poison Rana. Oh, barely, almost botched it because of the ropes. He hit the ropes with his arm. Yeah, looking back, it seems like the right choice. Some people are blaming WWE though. Hola, Ian. No puedo compartir el video porque YouTube me tumbaría el video. Tienes que verlo por el canal oficial o pagar para verlo en Fox. Yo no puedo compartirlo en YouTube. No hay de qué, pero si puedes ponerlo tú y puedes verlo con nosotros, aquí estamos platicando. But yeah, like I was saying, some people are blaming WWE because for Alberto's downfall. They're saying, yeah, VPN. Oh, they're still fighting? Come on. So that's a surprise. Something's going to happen here. They keep fighting. Oh. And Pentagon is going to fly. Oh. Yeah. It seems like, Penta driver. Oh. 1, 2. Oh, dang. I thought that was the end. Wow. Yeah, Alberto got arrested again, and he came out today, I think. But a lot of promoters were canceling the events where he was headlining. Oh, Dorian? Okay. Oh, the referee saw it. Kick him out. Kick him out. Fuera. That's what people would chant. Fuera, fuera. Out. Out. Yes. Oh, but what is he gonna do? Oh, Mini Vikingo again. No. Didn't expect that. Oh, Mexican Destroyer. That's the end for sure. 1, 2, 3. Oh. So Vikingo is not going to WrestleMania? Someone get their kid. Yeah. And still the Intercontinental Champion. Well, we could see if maybe on Monday on Raw, El Vikingo appears there and he's like, "Hey, this random kid interfered in my match. I want to be in WrestleMania, so put me in that match." It could happen. We still have like 5 minutes to go, I think. So I don't know if something else is gonna happen or they're finishing before, a few minutes early. Don't leave after the show ends, guys, because like I said, we're gonna talk about your thoughts and what we can expect for the next shows and what we're gonna do next week for WrestleMania, because we're gonna be watching WrestleMania. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, hopefully it seems like Penta was fine. Like his leg was fine. I think Undertaker can do amazing things with Mini Vikingo, like changing his gimmick and all of that. But the fact that he's appearing with the main eventers, that's a huge thing. He's like 18 or 19, I think. Something's gonna happen between these two. I'm gonna finish you. I think they had too much time left. Oh, they're still going. Oh, okay, no, it was planned. It was planned. Dang. They're still fine. I would hope to see some blood in Mexicano's shirt, at least, if they're still going. Like great stamina, a lot of energy. Mexicano really took it personal because it was his girlfriend, I guess. They're still going. The OG Americano almost punched Mexicano in a very delicate part of his body. They're dragging Americano out. I think Mexicano is gonna fly. Hopefully he's gonna fly. No? Is he? Maybe he actually punched him there in that part because he's not getting up. It didn't look on purpose, but he was just throwing punches, and the position Mexicano was in, I think probably he hit him. Oh, he's still going for him. Wow. Oh, he took the microphone. He was gonna say something, but not anymore. The worst security in history. Like there's like 12 of them. 12 of them, and they can stop 2 guys. Just 2. Okay, let's end this. He still goes after him. They're probably gonna have a match next week or in 2 weeks. It's enough. It's the end. Chaparro, Shorty, you crossed the line. Not only with me, but with all my people, with all these people. He has blood. He does have blood. This we're gonna fix this the bad way. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, blood for blood. His mask is really something really cool. You and me. Mascara versus mascara, mask versus mask. Yes! Where? But where? When? I think probably, I don't think they're gonna do it at the Monterrey event, do you think? I mean, if they're saying it now, it seems like they're gonna do it in May. What's gonna happen? Where? When? But finally, guys, we're getting it. Mask versus mask. You have been entertained by The Undertaker. Finally. I mean, it has, well, I would think, okay, the event ended, guys. But we're gonna keep talking about it. I would think, hold on, give me a second. Let me bring back the background music. I would think, I'm lost. Okay. I would think that it would have to be for the May event, right? Because, well, I'm going to read some comments after, but we have to talk about this. I thought it was going to be for Triple Mania, but Triple Mania usually is in August. So April, May, June, July, August, 4 months. It's too long, I think. I mean, for calling out the match right now, it doesn't make sense if it's in August. But that's what we would hope to see, that match. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It seems to me that they are doing it right now. It seems to me that they plan on having that match on the next PLE, which would be May 30, like in a month and a half, like 6 weeks. I don't know what's gonna happen. Then it would make sense as well. The name, like I was telling you, Jacob said correctly, that Noche de los Grandes could be translated as the night of the great ones, of the greats, or the night of the Grandes. So we don't know what it would mean unless we got to the event and we'll be like, okay, there's a big focus on that. If it's a mask versus mask, then it would mean like that event was thought and named after that match, which would be awesome. But I would hope, like I was hoping it would be a Triple Mania, so it would be part of the history of Triple Manias, which is like WrestleMania, but for AAA. So I don't know how I feel about that. I'm happy they announced it, but the timing, I don't know. And them having it in Monterrey, that's also weird. So yeah, I'm gonna read some comments and we're gonna talk about what else happened. But yes, guys, if you're just joining, I'm seeing some more people are joining. The mask versus mask match is happening, but we don't know when or where. So let's see what the next couple of weeks give us, because maybe they're gonna have another segment between the Americanos saying like, oh, what happened is it's unforgivable, and probably they're gonna give a date then. So yeah, okay, let me read some comments. WWE chat was all chanting new champ. Yeah, they wanted it, huh? Well, just quickly about Alberto Del Rio. He got arrested again, and then because he was beating up his wife, and apparently from what I read in the news, like what it said, it seemed like the police caught him in the act. So it wasn't just that she called them and then they arrived and she told them what happened. It seemed like, yes, she called them, but when they got there, he was still doing that. And so, but today he got released because he paid $1 million pesos, which is like $55,000. He paid that to her, so she would drop the charges. And she had said she had already thought about it. Because she was feeling sorry for his kids, because he has 2 kids, like teenagers, and so she felt bad for the kids because their mom died, sadly. She passed away a few years ago. So they would be left orphans if he went to the jail for many years. And so I guess the money helped, and she was like, okay, we're going to end the relationship. At least I'm going to get some money, and you can keep going with your life and help your kids. Hopefully he gets the help he needs. But yeah, a lot of promoters are canceling the events where he was scheduled to wrestle because they don't want to have anything to do with him. And Jacob says, Eric, did you see what LA Park said about Alberto? Yeah, like LA Park doesn't care, honestly. Like, he says he's friends with them and they have a good relationship, but he makes those type of posts or videos. Sorry, guys. And I'm going to tell you what he said. He posted a video of him with his wife, and then he told her, like, hey, I'm going to have to punch you. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to punch you in the face. And she was like, why? I mean, it was like a sketch, right? She was like, why do you have to do that? He said, like, because my friend Alberto El Rio is in jail and I cannot leave him alone. So I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go help him and be with him, support him. So I'm going to have to punch him in the face. Of course, he didn't do it. But yeah, he was making fun of his friend's situation. But he has said it like, in Lucha Libre, you don't have friends. You have workmates, but they're not your friends. Of course, because of his experiences. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go watch the La Parca's video I have in the channel. Really nice show. I don't know what you guys thought. I would give it a 9 out of 10. Just because the matches weren't as strong as we would hope, at least the second one. We only have 2 matches, and one of them was really short. It was still good. No bad matches, but yeah, it was still a really good show. And the Americano's storyline, the best one in all WWE, I would say. No one is unhappy with that storyline. Security at wrestling show sucks. Yes, I know that's common, but here it's like 40 minutes, no, like half an hour fighting, and they were already on top of them for that half an hour. It's like really bad security. Undertaker cooking, he's cooking. I don't know if you can smell what Undertaker is cooking, or how we call it in Mexico. We call it by many names: Undertaker or Tata Taker. I've told you about those nicknames. But yeah, we want El Grande Mexicano. That's what we want for sure. Or maybe they're teasing the mask versus match, but maybe the OG says like, wait a second. Before that, we have to first fix the issue of the name. So first, let's wrestle for the name. Then the second one loses. He becomes El Grande Mexicano. And he's like, okay, you got the name. Doesn't matter. I like El Grande Mexicano better. Let's go for the mask versus mask. That could also be a way of keeping you interested and teasing the match, but we already know where it's going, right? We know it's gonna happen, but first we're gonna make you wait. We're gonna make you wait. That Ram, I don't think they're gonna add that to WrestleMania because people in the US are not as invested, so I doubt they would do that. And AAA fans deserve that those matches take place in AAA, I think, in Mexico. Yeah, Raw overlooks the storyline like as if people didn't watch AAA. Like they are watching in the US and internationally, people are watching. Yeah, Jacob also has a good point. He says this just means that El Fiscal en Abismo Negro will be the highlight apuesta match for Triple Mania. Maybe that's their plan. And of course, they can, also remember, we haven't talked about this. El Grande Mexicano has the right to challenge Dominic Mysterio for the championship. So that match has to happen at some point. So yeah, I'm sure they're already figuring that out. But he also has to become the mega champion at some point. And what would you like best? To have El Grande Americano, like the second version, become mega champion, or El Grande Mexicano as the Mega Champion, like officially named like that. Just a thought. And yeah, Remy Butler said it at Triple Mania, it's El Grande versus Dom. Although no questions asked, the bigger match is Mask versus Mask, not for the championship. I think that will be classic WWE giving it more weight to the championship than to a mask. I don't know. JTR says, having watched wrestling in years and years, really enjoying AAA every Saturday with you guys. Thank you for joining us, and I'm glad you are liking it. Today was great. Thanks for making it accessible to a non-Spanish speaker. Of course, that's the purpose. El Grande versus OG Grande already have a match scheduled for WrestleMania 42. Really? Is that true? I didn't know that. What will be the match like between them? I don't think that's gonna happen. I haven't seen it in the. Yeah, I haven't seen the match card for that. His wife was trying to hold back the laughter. Whose wife? I don't know. Juan, whose wife? LA Park. Yeah, yeah, that was like when I saw it, like, and people were saying like he doesn't give a you know what, like he doesn't care, making fun of a situation that for him and his kids and like his relatives is really delicate, and LA Park is just making skits about it. Hope Noche de los Grandes is a bloody affair. Yeah, hopefully it seems like it's gonna be great. Like the storylines they are developing. Maybe that's when we're gonna get La Catalina versus Lady Flammer as well. Yeah, LA Park only cares about Pierrot. He breaks down for Pierrot. Like he cries when he talks about him. Yeah, he's an anti-hero for sure. Are these live each week? No, Greyman 222. This one was live, and then the next 2 weeks is gonna be taped. So tonight they already taped the first hour. They began 1 hour earlier. They taped their 1 hour, and then we got the live this live hour, and then they're going for another hour and maybe an hour and a half, and also it's gonna be taped. And so if you want to avoid spoilers, like here we try to avoid spoilers. I try to not tell you anything that's going to happen. I do see what happens in Facebook groups and stuff, but I don't tell you anything. But yeah, avoid Facebook groups about Lucha Libre. And even if you don't know Spanish, they upload pictures and videos. So avoid that if you don't want to get spoiled. Good show. Felt like show kept moving for sure. It was really entertaining. Really, really entertaining. Awesome show, yes. Do you see Undertaker showing up on TV to make matches like Paul Levesque, Triple H on WWE? I don't think it would make sense because he doesn't speak Spanish. So I don't see. I mean, they could think of a way to get him there, and people would get. And I think that's one thing, people would get distracted with him because he's such a big figure. So I don't think it would serve any purpose unless they came up with an idea where it does serve a purpose. Riley Anthony says, I think AAA would work better if the show is 1 hour, 30 minutes. Yeah, I was thinking about that today. If it was an hour and a half, it would be perfect. And I guess they could get to that eventually, like having an hour and a half live, an hour and a half taped. So they would have 2 live shows every month. That could work as well. I'm sure they would like that, but I don't think it's feasible right now. Next week's show is pre-recorded. They recorded it today. Juan, I didn't see that. I didn't see that people were counting in Spanish. AAA is better than WWE. Right now, it does seem like It does seem like that, and it's crazy because we are in WrestleMania season. So you would think that if in any time of the year WWE would be better, it's right now. But AAA, simple yet entertaining, is the way to go right now. Okay, Remy, thank you for joining us. I think he already left probably, but thank you for joining us, and thank you guys for being here. We still have a few minutes here to talk about what happened today. We're going to talk about La Catalina, of course. I don't know. Okay, so we can talk about that. We can talk about WrestleMania because Rumshaker96 is asking, are you doing a watch along for WrestleMania as well? I don't know. I don't know if we should do that. And next week it's weird because I want to watch WrestleMania, and I don't know what WWE is gonna do because it's at the same time that like they overlap the AAA show. So I don't know what to do, guys. It would be funny if they had Savio translate. Savio's Spanish, I don't think it would be as good for the Mexican audience. I mean, he speaks good Spanish, of course, perfect Spanish, but the Spanish from Puerto Rico and from Mexico are very different. La Catalina already has the rocket strapped to her, already advertised for WWE World. Okay, so she's gonna be in Las Vegas. She probably, very likely, will appear in Stephanie Backer's match to help her against Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. Makes sense. Is AAA only once a week? Yes, every Saturday. It starts at 8 p.m. Mexico time. I don't know what time would that be for you, but if you watch it on YouTube, it tells you at what time it starts locally, like what time for you. Like Juan says, like people would be distracted with The Undertaker. So yeah, guys, I don't know what to do for next week. Well, first let's talk about the first segment. La Catalina arrived to AAA. I don't know if you guys know La Catalina. I'm gonna repeat myself a little bit, but she was one of the top luchadoras in CMLL at the start of the week. At the start of the week, it was announced by CMLL themselves that she didn't renovate her contract, and they were very clear. Like, it seemed like they were kind of angry about that because they were like, she didn't want to renew her contract. She didn't want to renew the contract. It's because she didn't want to. It wasn't us. She wanted to leave. Like, they made it very clear. She wanted to leave. And so people started speculating right away because we knew about the segment with Lady Flammer. And also, we know that in CMLL, they've been highlighting Persephone, like the top star, like the top luchadora. And it seems like CMLL struggles to highlight more than one luchadora at a time. Like, if you're not the champion, it seems like they don't highlight you and they don't push you really. So I guess La Catalina was tired of that. She had been in CMLL for a few years now. When Stephanie Baker was in CMLL, they were a tag team and they were also rivals. As I said, she's also from Chile, so they had really good relationship. They came up in the business in CMLL together. Of course, Stephanie Baker became a bigger draw, more popular. But in the last few months, I would say in the last year, La Catalina got very popular as well. So some people were already saying like, oh, maybe in the future she goes with Stephanie Baker, and like I said, she put out a lot of tweets just begging Triple H to notice her, and she would do the pedigree. She even did the pedigree when she wrestled against Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks. It's like very obvious that she wants to get the attention of the WWE, and she had already been in WWE. She wrestled as maybe La Cata or something like that. And she also was a masked luchadora in the main roster with Sin Cara. The mask was awful. I think she struggled with connecting with the audience, and so she only wrestled with Sin Cara like a couple of times. Mostly she wrestled in NXT, but probably not a lot of people remember her. And then she came to CMLL. She developed. I would say she's not the same wrestler as when she was in WWE. So she's very well known in social media, and people recognize her. So, like I said, that's an opportunity for CMLL luchadores and luchadoras who are popular to they can leverage that with CMLL and be like, hey, like give me a better spot or pay me more, or I'm gonna go with AAA. And you've seen what they do with people who come from CMLL and are popular luchadores. That's not gonna be the case for every luchador. I mean, if Mephisto goes out of CMLL and tries to do the same thing in AAA, it's not gonna happen. It's for very specific people that it could happen. But yeah, well, let's see. She's gonna challenge Lady Flammer for the Reina de Reinas championship. That's obvious, but we'll see when it happens. That's the question, as well with the Americanos match, mask versus mask. And the Octagon Jr versus OG Americano match served for two things, I would say. One, so we could see Octagon Jr. again. He hadn't been appearing in the shows, so it was great to see him, not forget about him. And they just served the purpose for the attack. Like, this guy is crazy for attacking a blind guy and then trying to attack a woman. Like, that was a great spot, honestly, like a great moment. I'm glad the comedian, Ojitos de Huevo, I'm gonna explain his name. That's a nickname. Ojitos de Huevo means little eyes like eggs. But boiled eggs, you would think of boiled eggs. Think of boiled eggs. What do you see? Like if you see boiled eggs, it's all white, right? And shiny. And since he's blind, that's like he's being sarcastic and funny and making fun of himself. He's blind, and so his eyes are just white. So he's making fun of the fact that he's blind and his eyes look all white. So that's why he has that nickname, Ojitos de Huevo, little eyes like eggs. And then that was a great spot. So they kept going with the fight all the way till the end, with the announcement that they are going for the mask versus mask. And also we cannot forget, and that's something we should be outspoken about. Like, it's not right that he wasn't disqualified for taking Octagon's mask. That shouldn't fly in AAA. That's okay in SmackDown, Raw, whatever, but that shouldn't happen in AAA. So that's something. That's the worst part of the show, was that just that thing that shouldn't have happened. That's for sure. That's the only bad thing I would say in the show. Change Octagon's render. That's also something we have to be outspoken about, that Octagon looks too nice smiling like this. That's the way he smiles, and he appears in the render. So that doesn't communicate to you that he's a very cool wrestler and everything. So yeah, that's also a hashtag we could use. And also another hashtag could be, if unmasked, disqualified. Something like that. Unmasked should be disqualified. Something, a very long hashtag, but yes. And so I'm gonna read some comments now. And the last match was really good match. Pentagon and Hijo del Vikingo, really good match, really good main event for tonight. Yeah, we were scared for a little bit because it seemed like he was injured, the Pentagon, but it seems like he was in kayfabe. He was fine, so that was great. Like, he kept wrestling like nothing. So he sold it very well. I think luchadores and luchadores are getting very smart with that. Like, okay, people think it's real if I said something to him, like to Vikingo instead of to the ref. So playing with that, the psychology of that, it's really cool. we'll vote in a couple of minutes. We'll vote about what we do next week. Because we can watch AAA and then go back to watching WrestleMania on Netflix. That would be fine as well. But okay, so out of the US, Netflix basically has the WWE Network. Yes, in Mexico here, internationally, in Netflix you have SmackDown, Raw, and NXT, as well as all the PLEs. NXT and WWE regular main roster PLEs. All WWE is on Netflix, as well as the library of past events. Everything is on Netflix, so that's a great deal. If you can use a VPN for WWE, just set it to Mexico, and for WWE, you'll get all of that. I didn't think I could be so invested in this Americanos feud, but I am. Really hope the mask versus mask match happens in AAA. It has to happen in AAA. And yeah, Justin, I'm glad you are invested, as we all are. I think now is the best time for someone who is not doing much in CMLL or just an independent luchador to jump to AAA. Yes, but like I said, specific ones. Not all luchadores are gonna have this treatment that Catalina got. Also, no shade to my fellow Tejano Persephone, but she's not better than Catalina in my opinion, so I understand why she left. Persephone is really good wrestler, I think, but she is developing the charisma she needs. She's on her way to, but yeah, La Catalina has a lot more charisma, and I think she manages the crowd a lot better than Persephone right now. But Persephone is just getting the push she needs, and I think in a year or two, she's gonna be a lot better in that regard. Here in Mexico, AEW, oh, I lost it. AEW, it's in cable. Yeah, that's why I don't watch AEW. It's on Fox Sports. You have to pay for it. Now they got Thunder Rosa in CMLL. Yes, that's true. Tessa Blanchard is also in CMLL. Now she can showcase her talent by her own. Yeah. He made some funny jokes about himself. I don't know. Wait, who you're talking about? About Ojitos de Huevo, maybe? You're going down, Shorty American. Yes. Pumpkin Queen says, yes, that was messed up when he unmasked Octagon Jr. Yeah. And it can happen, but he should get disqualified. You cannot leave it unpunished. Tirantes would have disqualified him for mass removal. Yeah, Tirantes would be like, I don't care what Undertaker says. That's a disqualification. Ring the bell. I think because the commentators mentioned it on both broadcasts, it could be a part of the storyline. Maybe, yes. I mean, but that would be getting the referees involved, like the old AAA, and I don't like that. Maybe if they said, oh, he paid I forgot the name of the referee, Suavecito. He paid El Suavecito. Or maybe a great villain move. Okay, so Undertaker, if you're watching this, we know you aren't, but a great move would be to like make El Grande Americano, the OG, even like a bigger villain would be if he had Suavecito's family, if he had them like as I forgot the word, but yeah, if he had them like hidden in some place, and he told Suavecito, you either give me, like, raise my hand even if I take Octagon's mask, or your family is gonna disappear. Yeah, if he got them hostages. That would be amazing, right? That would be like, wow, kidnapped. Yes, that was the word. If the OG kidnapped the Suavecito's family, he would be like, okay, that makes sense why he didn't disqualify him. It would be amazing if he did something like that, because it would be like, he's terrible. Like, from what we saw today, like one day, like 20 minutes, less than an hour was enough to make you see the OG Americano as a complete villain. Like, he's too lost, like he's too bad, right? So if he did something like that in the next show, if we saw like, oh, he kidnapped his family or his dog, even worse, even worse, his dog. He kidnapped his dog, and so that's why Suavecito didn't disqualify him. Perfect way of solving that issue. Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah, so hopefully they take my idea. You could also start watching Mania, and when the show starts, switch over to AAA. Well, the thing would be like, that would be like a 5-hour live stream, and I would have to keep going, like, to get water or eat something, or going to the restroom. I don't know. It would be too long. I don't know if you guys would be able to keep up with that. I don't know if I would be able to keep up with that, but yeah, what we could do is watch AAA. Like, I could pause WrestleMania. We can talk about what is going on in WrestleMania at that point. No spoilers, please. And then resume WrestleMania after the AAA show. That would be another option. I enjoyed the Americano story too. Honestly, I think Ludwig should keep the mask because, yeah, he deserves to keep the mask. And I think that's the right way to go. Yeah, thank you guys for helping me with words. OG Americano is Love Machine levels of evil. Yeah, I haven't seen much of Love Machine in the 90s, but I've seen the match against El Santo and Octagon. And yeah, he like his appearance, he just looked bad, like a villain. He was about to perform an Alberto Del Rio special. Yeah, he wanted to go with Alberto. Like, he was thinking, like, that would be a good way to contact him. AAA would be on during the main event of night 1. I don't know. I think an hour before the main event of WrestleMania. Yeah. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I mean, what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna post a survey here on YouTube, and so you can reply there. And so the one that gets the most votes, we do it. But we're gonna do something next week, and I think probably the easiest one would be to watch AAA as we do regularly. Talk about what has happened up to that point in WrestleMania for half an hour, watch the show, talk about the show, AAA show, and then go back to watching WrestleMania, each one of us. Or maybe AAA does something. Maybe next week they don't have more than just like a review or repeat something from the past. I don't know, because it wouldn't make sense for them to go against WrestleMania, you know. They would know that people won't be watching. Not as many people would be watching, and most people would watch the repetition later on, you know, that they wouldn't be watching live. So yeah. So guys, I don't know, anything else you want to comment, or any questions you have for me or for the rest of the chat? If you have it, you can share it now. We had a lot of people get into the stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you for commenting. I really appreciate you guys commenting and asking questions and answering questions amongst yourselves. Thank you. Can you do a video on AAA working AEW versus AAA working with WWE? Yeah, that would be a good idea. Although I think we haven't seen the time WWE has been working with AAA hasn't been that long. I mean, it's been a year since they officially acquired them, but it's still developing, right? So I'll probably at the end of the year, that's something I could do. Like, okay, a whole year now, everything is settled. They already have their own show, and everything is better in sync. So maybe at the end of the year, I could do something like that, evaluating how WWE has treated their relationship and how AEW treated it. To me, it always felt like AEW wasn't too kind with AAA. Like, the people that would come would be like the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes, great wrestlers, like amazing. But the thing is that they did it because they wanted to keep their relationship, and they were like invested in that. But they wouldn't send top luchadores or top wrestlers. They would go, like, they would be like, okay, I'm gonna do it. But it's not like with CMLL, where they sent Daniel Bryan or Moxley or these top wrestlers. They never treated their relationship with AAA the same way, and that always felt it didn't feel right. But they said that Conan was one thing that was stepping in the way and didn't allow it to work correctly. So who knows? Thank you, Jacob. Yeah, at the end of the year it could work maybe. Okay, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, and I'll see you next week for sure. Whatever we do, I'll see you next week. Let's see also what AAA announces. Maybe they do something special because they know they're gonna go against WrestleMania, or maybe they change it. They change the day. Maybe they do it on Friday or Thursday, since it's pre-recorded. They could do that, or maybe they change it to another day or another time. I don't know, but we'll see. I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next video and in the next stream. See you.
Step into the arena, hit the lights and press record. From the grandest of the stages to the independent board. I'm American, I'm hit up down every single bout. If you love the squared circle, well, that's what I'm about. We're looking at the mass, the history, the pride. So pull up to the channel, grab a seat, enjoy the ride. So let's talk lucha, from the top rope to the mat, where the technicals fly high and the rudos answer back. Yeah, let's talk lucha, every story, every feud, from the legends of the Hurricanranas, the passion and the pain. Welcome to the channel, where lucha runs the game. We're diving deep into the lore, the sacred silver mask, unpacking all the history. I'm ready for the task, analyzing every grapple, every dive outside the ring, the pageantry, the drama, the emotion that it brings. Whether brawling in the crowd or a masterpiece of art, I'm talking about the wrestling that captured all my heart. It's more than just Hispanics, it's a culture, it's a way, and we're keeping it alive with every video we play. With every video we play, from the heart of Mexico to the grandest global states, we're celebrating warriors and honoring the greats. So leave a comment down below and tell me who's the best, because when it comes to lucha, we put it to the test. From the top rope to the mat, where the technicals fly high and the rudos answer back. Yeah, let's talk lucha, every story, every feud, from the legends of the Hurricanranas, the passion and the pain. Welcome to the channel, where lucha runs the game. So hit the bell, subscribe, and join the lucha crew. I'm Eric's signing off, but I'll be back for you. Keep your mask laced tight, keep your eyes upon the ring. Let's talk lucha! Step into the arena,